What it is, YouTube, man. Big T Ward, I'm back at y'all with another video. Don't forget to like my shit, comment, and subscribe. Fuck with your boy, man. Want to drive a Highfield Trucking, which we do. Make sure you scroll down, click the link. Let them know Big T Ward sent you, man. If you're new to the channel, welcome, man. Appreciate all the subscribers. Been rocking with me for a while. Appreciate the new subscribers, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button, man. Make sure you hit super thanks. Always appreciate it, man. All right, man. Today's video, guys. I recently, man, ran up on some news about, Jermall Charlo. He's no longer with Derrick James, and I don't know what's going on with Derrick James and the whole camp, and stuff like that, man. Because they recently had, Ryan Garcia, going after Errol Spence, and, Errol Spence supposed to be suing Derrick James, and Derrick James supposed to be suing Errol Spence, and there's this whole big lawsuit thing going on and all that, man. So I don't know what's going on with Derrick James and his camp, man, or whatever the case. But I do come across little news and stuff like that that's, don't know if it's fake news or whatever. I try to do my research to see if it's fake, and to see if it's just a bunch of hearsay and all that. But let's get back to Jermall Charlo, man. Y'all know recently his last fight he had with Canelo Alvarez, which he came up short, which I think, he was going in to survive with, Canelo. We all know Canelo is the reigning, super middleweight champ at 168 pounds. Jermall Charlo went up 2 weight classes to fight Canelo for the Undisputed titles. Of course, Jermall Charlo he was the Undisputed 154-pound champ. And, they had their fight. And I think, which most boxing critics and just people anyway, just think he just went in there to survive. He didn't go in there to try to fight Canelo and, try to put up a fight or even act like he tried to win the fight. So since then, he had the fight. I think it was a big payday for him. After that, he disappeared. He showed up for a little minute talking about he's still a king in the 154-pound division, but it seemed like they stripping you from, they stripping the titles from you because now you got Terrence Crawford about to fight for the WBA strap. You got Fundora got the WBC strap, you know what I'm saying, and all that. So and you got Errol Spence for the challenge fund, he got in the ring to challenge Fundora for it, man. So let's look at the clip. Look at the clips, man. Got Terrence Crawford for the fight, Israel, and you got Spence jumped in the ring with Fundora. So y'all check out the clips, man.
People always want to know what's next. You're celebrating being unified champion, but I have someone behind me right here who is interested in fighting you as well. Errol, come and join us right here.
Hey, what's going on?
You said you would like to fight the winner of this fight. Well, here he is. What do you have to say?
I was trying to get it on. He got the big dog now. Let's go.
Now, is this your first time seeing him in person? And what do you think about his height?
Yeah, it's my first time seeing him in person. I mean, he got a pretty good height, but we'll see. We'll break him down like we always do.
Was there anything you saw in his performance tonight that made you think, okay, I'm going to have to watch out for that?
I think he learned from his mistakes. He's a little bit more settled. He was using his distance, so I think he did pretty good.
Okay, and Sebastian, obviously I know you've seen Errol fight. What are your thoughts on a fight between you and him?
I think it'll be great. He's one of the greats right now. He's going to pound for pound, so if I can fight him and get a win off of him, it'll be good history for me again.
Well, maybe we'll see it this year. Thank you guys both. And Sebastian, congratulations. You are now the unified 154-pound world champion. Sebastian Fundora, everyone.
Well, with all due respect to Errol Spence Jr., I mean, considering what Tim Zudis did to save this card, this pay-per-view, to take a fight on such short notice, 12 days notice, going from a former unified...
The 154-pound division. Is becoming an undisputed champion at a third weight class a priority to you?
Well, it's not a priority, but it's up in the air. You gotta understand. It's potentially 2 belts on the line. If Fondor don't fight me, after this, I'm WBO and WBA champion. If he do fight me, then that's 3 belts on the line. There's only one more to capture. So, you know, potentially 3 fights, you know, that's undisputed.
And this is a big one going up against Matt.
So, as y'all see, you know what I mean? How you gonna be the king? You still talking about you the king, you know, in the 154-pound division when they done stripped you from the, you know, they stripped the belts from you. So, like I say, man, I don't know what's going on with the Charlo brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because his brother too hadn't just really fought in, you know, a year, months and years. So I don't know what's going on with him. But it's sad how they both fail so fast, man. Like they, you know, they build themselves up, you know what I'm saying, just to come up short. You know what I mean? So everybody wondering, is you still with Derrick James? You know, Derrick James still training you? You know what I'm saying? Because in recent, you know, he came out a while back. You know, he was with another trainer. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't know. He didn't speak about Derrick James or anything like that. So I don't know if he with Derrick James or not. So shout out to Everything Boxing. I watched a couple of his clips, man, and he was saying the same thing. He don't know whether, you know, Jermall Charlo is still with Derrick James or what. Derrick James still training him. You know, he's still part of the whole crew or whatever the case. Don't nobody know what's going on, man. Like I say, when he won the fight, man, I saw a recent clip that Jermall Charlo got in some trouble or whatever. I think he had ended up, you know, either going to jail, got arrested, something like that, man, for something. And I'm like, dude, you just you know what I mean? You just had the biggest fight of your career. You got a bunch of money. And you turn around and you get arrested. You know what I'm saying? I'm not understanding it. You know what I'm saying? And to go so far as, man, you're the first guy to become the 154-pound champ in history. First undisputed champ in that weight class. You made history on that. Made some money on that. Had 2 good, tough fights against Castano. You know what I'm saying? You know, you went through the mud. Then you go up against Canelo and just walk in there and just, you know, when I watched the fight, bro, I was like, dude, you just here. You know what I'm saying? You know, and after the fight, he gonna say, well, at least he knocked me out. Man, look at the clip, man. After the fight, this what he said.
Yeah, you know, Terrence Crawford could be on the radar. I think he already probably been on Twitter, you know, like lip wrestling with the internet, just to get some clout, some fans in the sky, you know. But you know, he's a champion. He's great at what he do, and you know, my brother Earl got to get it on with him, and Earl want his lick back. So, and that's what boxing is about. So for the next few years, or in due time, you guys will be completely entertained. And maybe I'll talk a little bit more shit, because that's what y'all want from me. Because Terrence Crawford been talking shit, so they're gonna bring out a different animal in me. But I don't know which animal.
After Jermall Charlo is no longer training with Derrick James, is this true? Is this false? Y'all got the question, I got the answers. We're going to talk about that in this video, but before we do that, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and let's cook on it. So Derrick James, the former trainer of the year, man, it seems like Derrick went from an all-time low to an all-time high just like that. First, we all know what happened in that Errol Spence fight, man. That was hard for a lot of people to watch, getting destroyed by Terrence Bud Crawford in one of the most hot fights, build up for like 5 or 6 years. And Derrick James, he was a trainer at Errol Spence, and he took a lot of the criticism after that fight. And then right after that, Derrick James, he had to watch Jermall Charlo go in there and basically not even try to put up a fight, go in there to try to survive for 12 rounds after Canelo Alvarez. And Derrick took more criticism after the performance that Charlo put on. And then everybody started knocking down Derrick James.
Felt like I wasn't me in there. I don't make excuses for myself, so it is what it is. Take my punches and roll with it.
You took the risk. Will you now go back to 154?
Absolutely, absolutely. Respect, baby.
I'll be back in the gym.
So that lets motherfuckers know that you were just in there just to get in there and get a payday. You wasn't in there trying to fight. You wasn't in there trying to bring home no championship. You weren't trying to beat Canelo and nothing like that, man. So, like I say, a lot of these fights for Canelo is like a lot of gimmies. You know what I mean? Like they giving him, you know, they giving him the win. They giving him the W. You know, and these guys taking L's, but they taking the payday with the L's. So it's like that's what it's coming to, man. The only person that I've seen that's been on top of their shit, man, and hadn't just really fell off or doing anything is Terrence Crawford, man. I mean, you got to give credit what credit is due. You know, the dude been beating everybody in front of him. You know, every challenge he been taking on. You know what I'm saying? So he's the only dude, man, I've seen that's been on top that haven't fell off. You know what I'm saying? Haven't just took a payday for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And he been on top of his shit, man. So you got to get a dude his credit where the credit, you know, is due, man. But, you know, even Spence, you know, jumping in the ring with Fundora, you know what I'm saying? And I think, to be honest, it's supposed to have been Terrence Crawford deal, you know, because they had a little tweet back and forth like, hey, champ, you got to get in line. You know, he telling Errol Spence, you got to get in line, man. You know what I mean? It's mine, you know what I mean? And in all fairness, I understand where Terrence Crawford coming from, you know. You're like, bro, I just beat you, so you need to get in line, you know, before you jump in and, you know, start doing shit. So, you know, Spencer replied, hey, I don't do lines, champ. You know what I mean? He don't do tune-ups and he don't do none of this stuff. So I don't know if the fight is going to happen between him and Fundora. Don't nobody know. Ain't nothing been made official. You know, they just been showing, you know, Errol Spence back in the gym. You know what I'm saying? Doing his thing, running, everything like that. A couple videos back that I put up. You know, he's jogging, he's running, he's training with Frank Martin, you know, and stuff like that. So, you know, I don't know how that's going because, you know, like I said, over in Derrick James camp, I don't know, you know, if Spence in the gym at Derrick James gym or they somewhere else, you know what I'm saying, training. Because when they showed the clip of him with Frank Martin and some other cat, they was on the treadmill and wherever they were. So I guess they was in a, you know, like a little 24-hour gym somewhere, you know, that they were running. So I think Spence was putting it up on his Instagram or, you know, something like that. So that's the only clip that I've seen. So here you go right here.
Hey, man, I'm working, but he working, man. He working, man. That's up. Get it in, bro.
So that's the clip of him and Frank Martin. They on a treadmill or somewhere, you know, in the gym. And so I don't know, man, what's going on with the Derrick James camp, man. I don't know. You know what I mean? It's sad to see, you know what I'm saying, if Jermall is, you know, even around, because nobody has seen him. You know, nobody has seen them anywhere, man, until, you know, now recently, you know what I'm saying? When I clicked on Everything Boxing, I clicked on his video, you know, talking about, you know, Jermall Charlo ain't no longer with Derrick James. I don't know, man. You know, I try to find out more if, you know, Derrick James is still training Jermall Charlo. You know, we know he's training Ryan Garcia. So, you know, he actually picked up a win with Ryan Garcia, but it was still controversial win with him and Darren Haney. So, you know, we don't know he gonna get that credit, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But, you know, some videos saying Ryan Garcia got cleared of the PEDs and some videos saying that he didn't, and, you know, and this and that. It's a bunch of back and forth. So I don't know, man. I'm gonna really get down to it and see, what really was and what happened. But we'll see, man. We'll see. But we got Terrence Crawford fit to fight for the WBA. Strap with Israel. Which I think Crawford gonna win. Y'all let me know in the comment section what you think. I think he gonna win. I think he gonna beat Israel, man. I don't really think Israel got nothing for Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? That's just my take. I just don't see nobody really beating him. I think the biggest challenge was for Terrence Crawford was, Errol Spence at the time. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna see how he does in the 154-pound division. Like I say, I think him and Spence probably gonna butt heads again. I don't know if Jermall gonna be in the picture. If he does, then he comes back. You know what I'm saying? Then he got to fight stablemate. You know what I'm saying? Errol Spence, and he got to take on Terrence Crawford and all that. Because you remember, during the Spence fight, Terrence Crawford was talking to Jermall in the crowd. So, you know what I mean? He was talking to him in the crowd saying, you next, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. So, we don't know, man. We don't know. I don't know what's going on, on that side of the fence with them guys. I just hope everything get worked out and everybody can get back on the same page, because right now, the only dude that's focused is Terrence Crawford, man. He's the only dude, got in no trouble. He ain't been in no trouble with nobody. No headlines, nothing like that, man. Dude just been on his business, going after belts, trying to be undisputed in the third weight class. You know what I'm saying? So as far as, Jermall and Errol Spence and all that, Frank Martin got his fight coming up with Tank. So, we're going to see how that goes. Like I said, I still think Tank wins in either 7 or 8. Y'all let me know which round you think Tank going to win, or you think Martin going to win. But I'm taking Tank on that one. I like Martin. I just don't think his experience is there yet. You know what I'm saying? But I think, Tank get him in either 7 or 8 rounds. You know what I'm saying? Because remember, Tank told him, you don't like body shots. You know what I'm saying? You don't like body shots. You know what I'm saying? So Tank, Tank been studying, man. You know what I mean? He been studying guys. So, I think he gonna take him out in the 7 or 8 round. Is what it's gonna be. I think Terrence Crawford just gonna win the fight. Whatever round Terrence Crawford winning in, I don't know. But I think he's gonna come away with the win anyway. Whether it's by knockout or decision, But as far as Jermall, don't nobody know, man. Don't nobody know. Like I say, I dig around, see what I can come up with, see if anybody, got some real concrete stuff on Jermall. What's his plans? Is he still gonna be in the 154-pound division? Or is he moving up? You know what I'm saying? So we don't know, man. But it's like all roads are leading to Canelo if he still stays at that weight. Give them guys time to catch up. With the weight, because ain't nobody else for Canelo to fight other than Benavidez. You know what I mean? Right now, he should fight Benavidez, but I think Crawford's supposed to get that fight. It's supposed to be around December sometime, man. So we don't know, man. We don't know. That was the announcement the early part of the year. It was he's supposed to fight Canelo, during that time. So we don't know. We don't know if that's gonna just actually happen, but there was talks, about that fight was talked about. So we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see. But I try to dig up some more on Jermall, see what it is with him and Derrick James, and if he's still there with Derrick James, or if he just bounced, and went somewhere else. So we're gonna check that out. We're gonna see, and I'll be back with y'all with that update. You know what I mean? And let y'all know what's going on, man. So that's all I got, man. I want to come on here and say that, and show y'all a few clips and things that I've seen and heard. But we definitely gonna keep an update on it, man. We're gonna see what's going on in the boxing world when it comes to Jermall and Jermall and Errol Spence and all that. We already know what's going on with Crawford and everything. So we're gonna go with that, man. But in the meantime, in between time, make sure you like my shit, comment, and subscribe, man. And follow with your boy. It's your boy, Big T Ward, man. I'm out.
vibe too real.